Welcome back, guys. The episode starts with Ranbir taking Meghla to the park quietly, her face tense as she demands to know what's going on. Ranbir doesn't speak immediately. Instead, he drops down on one knee, leaving her stunned. Meghla back home fumes, warning that if anything goes wrong, she'll file a police complaint. Adhirja panics and decides she has to leave because her life is falling apart. Back in the park, Meghla shouts at Ranbir, asking what he's doing. He looks up at her with trembling hope and says he wants to spend his life with her, that if she says yes, he'll talk to her parents immediately. She refuses to listen and starts arguing, but Ranbir's voice gets desperate as he tells her he doesn't have much time and he needs an answer now. She begs him to stop this drama, but he says Guruji told him everything. She goes still and asks what truth he's talking about. He tells her he knows he hurt her and broke her heart, and she pleads with him not to say those words. Meanwhile, Adhirja is rushing toward them. Chandan defends Ranbir, saying there must be a reason for all this, while Kaki and Meghla get worried. Meghla mocks Chandan again, but he remains calm. Ranbir tells Meghla that Adhirja lied to him and cheated him, and finally opens up about all of Adhirja's manipulations. Meghla asks if Ranbir assumed her marriage got fixed with Ankush and that's why he behaved this way, and tells him it was never true. He nods and says he only found that out last night, and confesses that he agreed to marry Adhirja out of anger toward Meghla. He says he thought she rejected his love and that he never stopped loving her. His voice shakes as he says he's sure Meghla loves him too. She turns away and says it's too late now. Ranbir says she really thinks he can go ahead and marry Adhirja, and insists that no matter what, he will never marry her. Meghla tries to hold back tears and begs him to stop. She tells him Adhirja is a good-hearted girl and will keep him happy, but he shakes his head and says he wants to marry Meghla only. She keeps denying it can happen, but he firmly says he refuses to marry Adhirja. Somewhere on the road, Adhirja is worried and speeding up. Meghla tells Chandan to go find the two, but he reassures her and tries to calm her down. Back in the park, Ranbir says Adhirja is selfish and full of lies and questions how Meghla can ask him to marry someone like that. Meghla warns that everything will be ruined, and just then Adhirja arrives and sees them together. Ranbir looks at Meghla and says he never loved Adhirja and will never marry her. He isn't forcing Meghla into marriage either, but he's clear he won't live a lie. Adhirja is speechless as he declares that he's going to tell the truth to her father. Inside her mind, Adhirja starts panicking, wondering if Ranbir found out everything she was hiding. She doesn't know what's coming next. Ranbir then offers to drop Meghla home, but she hesitates, wondering how she can face her family after this. He firmly tells her the matter is done and walks away. Adhirja also leaves in silence, shattered. Later, Ranbir and Meghla reach home and Meghla asks where Adhirja is. Ranbir calmly says he needs to talk to her, and when Meghla says he must also speak with her, Ranbir's eyes soften, knowing there's no easy way out of what's coming. Recap: Ranbir and Meghla return home with everyone staring at them. Ranbir announces he won't marry a liar like Adhirja. Meghla begs him to change his decision, but he stands his ground and gently tells her not to cry. He says if Meghla agrees to the marriage, then so will he.